Hi guys, are you preparing for a senior data engineering role that demands a real Snowflake expertise? Today we are doing a deep dive into top 20 questions senior interviews are asking, straight from the modern data architecture playbook. This isn't a list for beginners. We are moving beyond what is data warehouse into high-level design, cost management, and advanced performance tuning. If you can confidently discuss these topics, you're not just ready for an interview, you're ready for the job. So let's get into it. In the high level architecture and design, we are starting with the foundational design. A common open ended question is, how would you design a scalable data warehouse in Snowflake? As a senior engineer, your answer must be deeper than providing more nodes. Talk about layered architecture like raw, silver, and gold zones, and crucially, workload isolation. Use a separate dedicated virtual warehouse for ETL, analytics, and reporting to ensure performance consistency. Related to this architecture efficiency, explain zero copy cloning and its impact. Interviewers mostly want to hear about storage cost savings, clones, references, existing micro partitions until new data is written, making complex testing and staging environments incredibly efficient. And for modern organization, you are likely to be asked, how does a Snowflake support and multi-cloud strategy? You need to understand it's a cloud agnostic design. Snowflake can replicate data across regions and between different cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, enabling cross cloud data sharing and disaster recovery. Next comes the performance. A core Snowflake concept is a micro-partitioning. Interviewers might ask, how does it help optimization? The key answer is to automated pruning. Snowflake manages these partitions behind the scenes using metadata to eliminate irrelevant files, radically reducing the data that must be scanned. But when pruning isn't enough, you'll be asked about tuning as well. For example, when would you use a clustering keys versus search optimization services? This is a critical distinction. Like clustering is your go-to for a range-based filters on massive tables. Search optimization, however, is designed for highly selective needle in a haystack point lookup where clustering doesn't help. And for general tuning, how do you optimize a slow joining query? Start with fundamentals like filtering early, reducing the data size before the join, and then look at the clustering and right sizing the virtual warehouse. Remember, the data warehouse, it isn't always the solution. It's about using the right strategy. So make a point of that. Bigger warehouse isn't always a solution. It's about using the right strategy. Next comes the data management and pipelines. One of the most important questions they would ask is, how do you implement a change data capture CDC in Snowflake? The classic answer is combining streams to capture incremental changes and tasks to automate their processing. This is fundamental to build scalable near real-time pipelines. And you must know how to handle real world messy data. If asked, how do you handle late arriving or out of order data, you need to be robust strategy. Discuss staging tables, merge logics for overrides or updates, and watermarks to ensure data consistency. On the maintenance front, you will likely to be asked, what is a small file problem and how do you mitigate it? The solution is batching compaction and optimization during ingestion. Too many small files will degrade the performance, so managing small files is a crucial for efficiency. Finally, a senior engineer, you are expected to manage the budget and security. How do you design the cost optimized solutions? The key levers are choosing the right sized warehouse for each task, aggressively using auto suspend, and reducing data duplication. Senior engineers show they are fiscally responsible. Interviewers also test your operational visibility with how do you monitor and audit usage. Show your expertise by referencing system views like account usage and query history for insights into activity and governance. Looking at all these questions, you would have noticed a pattern. What interviewers are really testing is a specific mindset. It's not just a role knowledge. They want to see a strong architectural thinking, performance, and cost optimization and real world problem solving skills. They aren't just looking for someone who knows Snowflake. They are looking for a senior leader who can take data the whole life cycle from a raw ingest to clean, transform, and ultimately to powerfully analyze those. So focus on your preparation, not just on definitions, but on showing how your Snowflake choices directly lead to a better data, better decision, better impact. Good luck with your preparations. If you found this breakdown helpful, like, share, and subscribe for more career focused tech content.